Right. My name is Samantha Hevege. So this is another class for the grade 7 students, English medium. So local syllabus. So today we are going to do a new chapter called, it's a kind of a programming language, right? So to understand the programming concept. So we will start with this new capture, new chapter. So give me a second. I will share my desktop. Okay. I think everybody can see my desktop now, right? Is that so?
Yes.
Great. So then, okay. So this is right. So program development, right? So today, so we will going to start this program development because this is a very important chapter in your grade 6 students. So I thought that we were starting this in immediate effect because this is very important topic for the grade. Now you are grade 7, so grade I think next year you are grade 8, right? Is that so?
Yeah.
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 So in that grade 8, this the development part they will mostly concerned. No, so that is a word processing. No, so we will for the moment we will keep that, right? And we will start this development because this programming development it takes time. So because of we have very limited time period, so we have to start this particular chapter, as soon as possible, because this is the main points you should know for the grade 8, right? Right. Okay. Give me a second. I will take my Epic pen. Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. Right. Great. Okay. So the program development, right? So in the sense, what do you mean by the? I just give the brief about this program development, right? The program development, right? Program development. Remember, the development means you are writing codes. Code means what code? Computer codes. Computer codes. Right? By using computer language. Right? Computer language. So program development, or we can say the program is, in other words, you can say software. Right? That is so software development. Right? Software development. So remember, instead of first of before software development, you should know the how you are going to right write the logic behind. Logic means, for example, how to calculate, how to add, how to subtract, how to divide, and what kind of a logic, right? So you have to apply in your each and every computer program, right? This is very important, right? Software development. So before the software development or the program development, you should know the design stage, designing. So these are some designing stage, right? So designing stage, after designing only the development comes, right? Right. So that is the name. I just give the idea about this name, the program development. Right. First one, no, we go for this 5.1. The point is decomposing the problem. What do you mean by decomposing? I will tell. Right. Decomposing means dividing. Right. Divide. We say you have a main problem. right? You have a main problem. You are going to divide this main problem into several sub problems, something like that. We say sub 1, sub 2, sub 3, sub 4. So this is like this, right? So this is decomposing means you are getting the problem, and in that problem, right, you are taking out that particular problem and isolate it, and you are working on it, decomposing, right? So you have a main problem. So this is the main problem. But to resolve that main problem, what we are going to do, we are decomposing that problem into the several sub problems, something like that. Got it? See, it says that. The note එකත් ඒකම තමයි කියන්නේ. See, smaller sub problem. Understood? So why we do like that? Because we do like that because then it's much easier. මේක අපි කරන්නේ much easier. අපි මොකද අපේ complex scenario එක, we have a complex scenario, so we are going to divide it, that complex scenario, into the smaller pieces. Then it's very easy to understand, so easy to write the solution, right? Easy to think, right? Easy to compare, something like that. So those are the benefit. So this is not only the program development, whatever the problem, if you have a problem, you can divide that problem into sub problem and give some solution to each and every one. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you will get a full solution to that particular problem. That's how, right? The same concept apply to our development. Remember, why we want to do the development, the program development, we have some problem. So to resolve that, to overcome that particular problem, we are giving a solution through the computer system. Okay, right. Okay, I will read this note. The problem can be simple or complex according to its nature. It is rather difficult to preserve and understand the complex problem when compared with the simple problem. It is essential to understand the problem thoroughly before going to solve it. So it will be easier to find a solution to complex problem after decomposing into smaller subproblem. Right. So that's what I thought already. Right. So this is C. So this scenario they have applied in this diagram. You can see that, right? You can see that. See, this is the main problem. Right. This is the main problem. So in this main problem, we are going to make it smaller pieces of problem. So that is called problem decomposition. මොකද මේ concept මාර වැදගත්, because grade 8 වල මේ program development ඒගොල්ලෝ ගොඩක් කතා කරනවා. මොකද O level වලට ඕගොල්ලන්ට Python තියෙනවා. A levels වලට Python තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේ grade 7 වල ඉඳලා මේ basic එක දාලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට දැන් මේක ඕගොල්ලන්ට miss වුණොත් මේකට තමයි අපි weight එක වැඩියෙන් දෙන්න ඕන ඕගොල්ලන් syllabus එකේ. Right? Right. අපි ඊගාවට බලමු decomposing the complex object. දැන් මම දන්නවා දැන් ඇත්තටම දැන් මාර වැදගත් පාඩම් ටිකක් දැන් ඉස්සරහට යන්නේ. ඉස්සරහට තනිකර කම්පියුටර් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් උගන්වන්නේ අපි. එතකොට දැන් මේක ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා. ඔබ්ජෙක්ට්. හොඳ මතක තියාගන්න. හරිද? ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එකක් කියන්නේ a person, a place, a thing, or a location. Might be a, you can maybe define as a what? Object. Object කියන්නේ පණ ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්, පණ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So live object, not live object. Right? So object එකක් කියන්නේ, it could be a person, it could be a place. You say Colombo. You can define as object. Location. Right? Place. We say town hall. Town hall is an object. Cat is an object. Dog is an object, right? So that is the idea about the object. Okay. So now I will tell them. So object has a, what are the things? Object has properties. නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා characteristic. Characteristic. නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා attributes. Attributes කියලා කියනවා. Object. For example, hair dark. Hair color එක dark. hair size එක short. අපි හිතමු මෙයා කවුරු එක්කෙනෙක් එයාගේ skin color එක white. Right? ඊට පස්සේ එහෙම. එතකොට එයාගේ eyes black. So these are the properties, characteristics or the or attributes of some particular object. අපි object නම දාමු teacher. Teacher is an object. Teacher has some set of attributes or the properties or the characteristics. And teacher has functions. Functions කියන්නේ she is teaching. Teaching is the major function. Teacher then teacher teaching විතරනේ. Teacher eating කරනවා. කනවානේ. කන්න නැතු ඉන්නේ නැහනේ. Teacher eating. Play. සෙල්ලම් කරනවා. Study කරනවා. Teacher study කරනවා. දැන් අපිත් studying කරනවා. Functions. Play. Who is logging? What is happening?
I think Tharo just logged out.
Log out? No, he's again coming. Right. I think Tharul has disconnected. Now again he has connected. Doesn't matter. Right. Okay. So that's all. So you remember the every object has its features. නැත්තම් මේකට තව වචනයක් තියෙනවා features. පේනවද? දැන් මම වචන හතරක් කිව්වා. properties කියන්නේත් ඒකයි, characteristic කියන්නේත් ඒකයි, attributes කියන්නේත් ඒකයි, features කියන්නේත් ඒකයි. මෙතන කිව්වා functions කියන්නේත් ඒකයි. ඕන්නම් මෙතන මම තව වචනයක් දෙන්නම් methods. නැත්තම් මම තව වචනයක් දෙන්නම් මේකට actions. ඕන තරම් වචන තියෙනවා actions. Right? Every object has a properties and a set of every object has a set of properties. And every object has a set of functions or the set of methods. So function define what that particular object can do, what that particular object can perform, what that particular object can run. That is called functions, methods, or actions, right? And what about the object, the properties? That particular object, what are the features of that particular object? For example, the hair color. Right, the short hair or long hair, the length of the hair, or what is the weight, what is the height, right? Everything, the features, the properties, right? How that particular object look like. That's the idea about the features. Okay, this is very important, right?
So I can't see your screen.
Everybody can see the screen?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Tharul,
now I can see you.
Okay. I think there's a data problem. Sometimes when the data is less, it takes time to open. Right. Now we'll okay, we'll keep this. I think you can understand now what I thought. Right. Likewise, the simple problem that seems difficult to solve at once can be broken into several smaller subproblems and as much as possible. These subproblems can be solved easily by one. See, this is the main problem. That's why I said that. We are decomposing the big problem into the several sub problem. Very easy to understand. So what are the advantage of decomposing the problems? Or you can say what are the advantages of decomposing of the main problem into the sub problem? Okay. First one you can see easy to solve. Second one you can see easy to understand. Third one you can see easy to describe. Fourth one you can say but easy to analyze. Easy to solve. That means you can have a quick solution. That's what. Because you are dividing your big problem into smaller problems. Or in other words, you are decomposing your main problem, the complex problem into the, some very easy to understand problems. That's the idea. It's very easy to understand. So when the problem is easy to understand, in other words, it is even easy to resolve. Or it is even easy to solve that particular problem within very limited time. Okay, and easy to analyze. What if you analyzing? If you have a smaller problem, you can analyze very quickly. You can analyze very easily. You can analyze, without, putting much effort on that. Right? Very easy to understand. Okay, great. Right. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, decomposition of I think everybody okay, right? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. You can raise your hand. So
Sir, I can't
yes.
see your board. I can see only Ronali and Sindhi, sir. Rising hand.
I don't know. But Ronalia and Cindy can see my. So
Yes, sir. I can see your board.
wait, I will again. What I can do? I will do like this. I will again unshare. Unshare for. Oh, see, I am sharing this. Wait, I will. Now I think you can't share. You can't see.
Yeah,
Now you again check.
yeah.
How about now? Can you see?
Yeah.
Great. I think Taro, you should see now. If you are not seeing, that means you have some data problem in your the data connection. That's the problem. Right. Right. Okay. We'll move. Okay. So in grade 6, you have learned about the basic mathematical function which include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of a whole number. Additionally, it's a first term of grade 7. You have learned about solve sums of sums when more than one mathematical functions are used with a whole number. Okay, so this is okay. See, so this is very simple example. You can say so 5 multiply. So this is multiplication. Computer multiplication is like this. Normal multiplication like X symbol, right? 5 into 6, 30, right? Then addition is 30 plus 4, 34, then divide by 2. Solution is, or the answer is 17, right? See, this is a big problem. But what we do, when we are solving this problem, we make it as a 3 separate sub problem and we do it. Right, so that's how this is an example for the decomposing the that's what. So that's what the Tharul, yeah, time to time you are disconnecting means definitely you will have a less signal in there. That's what you are disconnecting. So I think nobody was disconnected, only you disconnected, right? I think you have disconnected twice, right? Right. Okay. So this is since it is hard and complicated to solve this sum at once. So it would be simple and easy to find a solution after decomposing sum into the 3 sub problem as a see. So this is a anyway, this is the main problem. So they are going to make this main problem into one is multiplication, another one is addition, and another one is division. Very easy to understand. So addition and division involved in the sum. So final solution can be reached easily by logically integrating the answers obtained in each. You know, මෙන්න හොඳ වචනයක් integrating. Integration කියලා කියනවා. දැන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි අපේ සමහර concept තියෙනවා system integration කියලා. Integration කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? ඒ කියන්නේ සම්බන්ධ කරනවා, අන්තර් සම්බන්ධතාව. අපි සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ අන්තර් සම්බන්ධතාව. Integration. අපි ඒක interconnect link කරනවා. ඒ වගේ idea එකක්. Right. Okay. Very easy. So far, so good. Right. Okay. Now, we are coming to the flow chart. Right. So these are, I will tell you, right, the flow chart. Very beautiful chart, flow chart. Then we have a structure chart. I just give the some name of them. Structure chart, flow chart, right? We say DFT, data flow diagram. We have entity relationship diagram. We have use case diagram, right? Use case diagram. What are those? Actually, these all are to understand the system very easily. So engineers or software engineers, if you become a system engineers, not the system, software engineer. If you become a programmer, the programmer, software engineer, software developer, software designer, they must know these charts. Because why? They should know, because the software engineer, who is the person, what is the role of the software engineer? He should give he should find some solution to the problems, right? In a real world example. Right. So to understand the existing system, to understand the logic, to understand the whatever the system, so he needs to use this chart, these draft, these diagrams to, for what? To make that complexity into the, very easy to understand way. So that means they are breaking down the complexity scenario, in a smaller chunk of pieces where, everybody can read and understand very easy. So why these diagrams, flow chart, structure chart, data flow diagram, entity ER diagram, whatever the diagram, the designers or the programmers, why they use? They want to understand very easily, and they want to understand the flow of data. What is the flow? How the data is flowing from one to another, right? So by looking at the diagram, by looking at the flow chart, by looking at the whatever the diagram, the document, the person, everybody can understand very easily. So that's the main or the whole idea about this designing concept. These are designing tools where the software engineer or the programmer can use to get to, make that particular problem, make it or decomposing the main problem into the sub problem, and they can understand the flow of data accurate way, right? That's how this this designing is, worth. Right. Okay, we'll move on. So this is, now we are going to so these are the flow chart. We have a symbols. Flow chart symbols, we should identify. This is the symbols, right? The flow chart to represent algorithm have been explained in grade 6. And I think see මේ flow chart වල ඕගොල්ලෝ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ මේවා ඉගෙනගෙන මම දන්නේ ඕගොල්ලන්ට මතකද කියලා. So you should good at flow chart, because they say that these symbols, right, they teach these symbols in grade 6, right? An algorithm may include one or more control structures out there. Control structure. Good point. Control structure. What do you mean by the control structure? Control means you can manage. Control means you can manage. Structure means the way it's going to happen. The way it's going to happen. The way it's going to happen. That is called control structure. So, to main, right? There are three main control structures, right? First one is what? First one is sequence. Sequence. Second one is what? Second one is
Selection.
yes, sequence, selection, and the repetition, right? So sequence, second one is selection, third one is repetition. Right. So sequence means one after the other. For example, we'll say I wake up, going to school, going ready to go. Only way to go, we say walking to school and attending. So this is the smaller process of sequence. So it happened one after another. First wake up, the children is wake up, then ready and going to school. He's ready to go to school and he should walk because he doesn't want to go to by bus or by van or whatever. So he can walk by his foot and to the class and the attend to the particular school, right? So that is the one way of that is called sequence. Sequence means one after the other. Okay, so we'll okay, now I will tell you the how this sequence selection comes. I will get the same scenario. Selection is like this. Wake up, ready to go school. There's a selection. He can walk, he can go by bus. We say go by car or we'll go by bicycle, whatever. So then again attending. Anyway, attending. So that is there's a selection here. Selection for what? How the way the particular student reach to the school, right? He can walk, he can go by bus, he can take bicycle or take a taxi, whatever. So there are selections. So there's a selection. Selection means this or that. One. You have to select either one option. Right? Selection. So repetition means what? Repetition. I'll tell that as well. Repetition means we have 5 days in school. 5 days. Each day, Monday, student should wake up, ready to go, right? We'll say walking, whatever, and attending school. So this is each day. Then Monday, Tuesday, same thing. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. After Friday, holiday 2 days. So these thing iteratively happening. Iterative. The repetition word, there's another word, iterative. Iterative. Right? Keep on doing. Keep on doing until some condition is satisfied. So what is the condition? Till Monday to Friday. Till Monday to Friday, there's
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Repetition for another word, what?
iteration.
Okay.
Iteration. It's a good word, iteration. Right. Okay, I just give the brief that now. So we will go this. See. Now I will give some symbols. So remember this symbol. This is start symbol. You remember this. This one start. Right? End එකත් එහෙමයි. Like this. So when you draw the flow chart, start from like this and end you have to finish like this. Then this is what? Input and output. It's a shape rectangle. It's like this. Some angle there. Right? This is input as well as output. Right? This normal like this. Right? This original rectangle, it says process, or you can say function. Something happened inside, some task, some task 1, task 2, some task is going on here, processing. Input means you are inputting data into the system. Output means you are getting output from the system. For example, printer, from the printer or from the screen, from the speakers. Input means you are inputting data into the system from the keyboard or mouse or joystick or trackball or track stick or digital or barcode reader, whatever. You are inputting data into the system, input. Output means you are getting output from the system. So input output function imply like this in a pseudocode. Sorry, this is a flowchart. So flowchart symbol you should know. This is start button. This is also end button. This is input and output, right? There's an angle, right? I mean, this angle is narrow to, front side, right? This is called input symbol and output symbol. These are symbols, right? Or notations. We can say flowchart notations. These are notations or symbols to represent the main topics: start, end, input and output, and processing. This is process. This is processing, right? So processing, and we have arrows, right? These arrows are arrows. The information flows. Information flow. Which direction? information flow. Which direction? This direction, whatever the direction. Right? Arrows. And we have a diamond. This is selection. This is yes or no. Yes, none here, no, none here. Right? Like this. Right. Here, so this is one start. This is input and output. This is processing. This is again input and output. End. See here. See, I said that. This is a diamond symbol. Diamond. Diamond symbol implies selection. There's a selection there. Selection, if this selection or this is actually under this selection, there's a condition. Condition means there's a, some criteria. We are matching these criteria. If this criteria is satisfied, yes, it will do this. If it is fail, if it is not, do this. Either that or this, not both. So selection means either 1 or 0. If it is 1, you do this. If it is 0, do this. Something like that. Anyway, even you finish, you done 1 or you come up with 0, the end is here. You are joining here. That is the end. End of the program or end of the flowchart. Okay, right. Next one, repetition. Repetition means what? Here, start. You do some processing, some calculation. Right? There's a selection here. If this condition is satisfied, yes, you will do this. If it is not satisfied, you will do this. Again, there's a process. There's a checking something. And it comes as a loop. Again comes, again check the value. Second time, third time, fourth time. This is called repetition. Repetition means you are doing something, or you are keep on doing something. You are keep on doing something. Right? Repetition means keep on doing something until some condition is satisfied. Some condition is satisfied. If that condition is satisfied, you are finishing the loop. We are saying this is loop. Loop means this is the loop. Starting from 1 again comes again and again until some condition is satisfied. That is called repetition. You are doing same thing again, over again and again.
Like a water cycle.
Yes, correct. It's a waterfall, the water cycle. Yes. Right. Okay. Sequence. So we will now come up with a solution for the sequence. Great. Execution of instruction in an algorithm sequentially from the top to bottom is called very easy. See, this is staircase. Staircase, when you write, so you have to do, you have to go, you have to put here, you have to put then, something like that. So normally you are not like this, no. You come like this, I again come like this, again come like this. If you do like this, you will be people think you will be mad, no? Because something like that, right? So this is sequence, one after the other, one after the other, right? Right. So they are saying this is the program, no? Remember, each and every program, computer program, Hari? Computer program. These are computer program. We are learning now computer program. The designing of the computer program now we are learning. Computer program consists of what? Consists of nothing but it consists of full of what? Full of instructions. Instruction. There's nothing but full of instructions. What instruction? The computer instructions. The computer instructions, right? The computer program is a consist of the full of instructions. For example, instruction 1, then instruction 2, then you do instruction 3 until your problem is solved. Instruction 4. Instruction means you are giving command to the computer, do this, again, do this, again, do this, until you get the result what you need. See, computer is our labor. Computer is our machine. Computer should do what we should say. So how do you say? We say using instructions. Our command goes through instructions. If the computer is a very quiet and very obey child, computer is like a child, right? Remember, when you are going to program, you have to think that computer is a child, right? So very obeyful child. He is doing whatever you say, right? He is doing whatever you say. So how you are going to say? You have to say using instruction. You say, okay, do this, stand up, do that, right? Print it, do, okay, delete it, okay. කම්පියුටර් එක කවදාවත් බෑ කියන්නේ නැහැ. බෑ කිව්වොත් කියන්නේ සිස්ටම් එකේ මොකක් හරි ෆෝල්ට් එකක් නම් විතරයි. right? කම්පියුටර් එකට ඔයා කියන delete it, yes. Open it, yes. Write it, yes. Draw it, yes. Open the video, yes. Browse the internet, go. See, so what you are doing, you are giving, right? Right? You are doing numerous what instruction to the computer. Computer is very obey person. He is doing everything what you say, right? Okay. Sequence is a මේ හොඳ වචන execution. හොඳ නෙවෙයි ටිකක් බර වචන. මොනවාද මේ execution කියන්නේ? execution of instruction. So මේව බය වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. අපි ඉන්නවා මේ බර වචන හැල්ලු කරලා දෙන්න අපිට පුළුවන් හොඳට. Execution means what? Execution means it takes some action. Nothing but take some action. Execution means what? It's just working something. Just working on it. That is the idea about the execution. So you are working on that instruction. That's what execution of instruction in the algorithm. The algorithm means what? It's a pattern, right? Algorithm is a pattern. Algorithm is a pattern, sequentially from top to bottom. උඩ ඉඳලා පල්ලෙහාට. You are doing, you do this, again do this, again do this. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ O level කරද්දී එහෙමනේ. You have to start from grade 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then O level, something like that. That's a sequence. No one can say from grade 5, he can't straight away go to do the O levels. It's not a sequence. Right. Now cover in a textbook. Right. මෙන්න flowchart එකක් ඇඳලා තියෙනවා. right? Flowchart එක start කරලා තියෙනවා. පළවෙනි එක symbol එක දාලා තියෙන like this. First function, cut the paper required to cover the textbook in a suitable site. Paper එක cut කරගත්තා. Then place the text book on the paper. Fold the outer cover inward. Paste the inside close to the edge of the outer cover. Label your text book in front of identification and stop it. So this is the sequence way of think Tharul should. Right, sequence. Okay. Now දැන් මේක ඔයගොල්ලෝ පටන් ගන්න. හරිද? දැන් මම මේක කියලා දෙන්න. දැන් මේක now you have find the area right of this diagram. Right? Area means what? It's a length into height. Right? Sorry, area is length into width. Right? Length into width. Right? So what's the main idea is they are going output area and perimeter. What is my perimeter? So length එක තියනවා here length එක. Bigger.
Perimeter means what a bigger.
Length එක width එක තියනවා. You know rectangle, this is same no with the guy length එක. Right? එතකොට මේ දෙකේ එකතු දැන් මේක මේ වැඩි කරලා here it's C multiply. Same thing no. මේක ගත්තා we get a width we say 5, length we say 7. 5 plus 7 is we say 12. 12 into 2, 24 is the perimeter. Right? Area means what? This whole, right? Area is length into width, like this, right? That is 5 into what? 7, 35. Right? Okay, so this is now we'll say how they are going to find the area and perimeter of the rectangle. This is the way they are going to design this flowchart. Start, get the length and width. Get එකට දාන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මම මේක වෙන විදියකින් මම මේක කරන්න. මේක මම කරන්න පුළුවන් start නම්. Start කියලා ලියනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක කරන්න මාත් එක්ක start. You have to get the දැන් මෙහෙමයි. So in this chapter you have to have a piece of paper, you have to have a book, you have to do with me when I am saying start, get the length and width. So for that what I say, get the length, no, I can say like this. Even you can say input, length and width. So my symbol should be what? Rectangle or this shape? This shape. If I put rectangle, it's wrong. See, I put rectangle. That means it's wrong. What's the correct one? There should be angle. Yeah. Like this. See, you have to use exact symbol. The may symbols are the ලකුණු දෙන්න exam එක. හරි? So they are going to give the marks for these symbols. So you have to adhere this exact symbol. You have to draw. You have to take care, right? You have to be very careful when you draw these symbols. So this is input to output. So I am getting, see, I am inputting length and width. That's why I write
Input.
this. Yes, correct. Then after inputting normal, see, we are inputting data, no? We are inputting length to the system. We are inputting high width to the system. Now we have length and the width. Now what we are going to do? We are going to calculate area, right? So area means we know that area comes length into width. That is called area. Another one you need to find perimeter is say length plus width, open bracket, and multiply 2. That is the whole length of the diagram, perimeter. So this is a what? This is a process or what? Input or output this thing. It is a process or input or output. I'm asking from you. කොම කටවහගෙන ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහපු ගමන් කටවහක්. ප්‍රශ්නයක් අහපු ගමන් උත්තර දෙන්න ඕනේ. Yeah, you can't stop your mouth. You have to open your mouth when I ask the question. What is the answer? I am asking this area.
Can you tell again?
I am asking what is this area? What is this? Is a input or what is?
It is
Processing?
input? No.
No, input ne වැරදි.
Output.
Processing?
It's a process.
Yeah, this is processing. No, see, it's then processing. क्या मैं බලන්නකො what is this? අයියෝ මේක තේරෙන්න ඕන. What is this? මේක මොකද්ද? This is processing. No, දැන් ඕක මම දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ට මම හිතන් දැක්කනේ දැන් මේ පාඩම අමාරු දැන් මේකයි දැන් මේවා ඒකයි. දැන් මේක ඔන්න මම ආය අඳිනවා start. Input කරනවා මම මොකද්ද ලියන්නේ? Input length and width. මම මේක වෙන සිම්බල් එකකින් දාන්නම්කෝ. මෙන්න සිම්බල් එක. හරිනේ. right. මම start එකක් දාන්නම්කෝ වෙන සිම්බල් එකකින්. right. right. arrows දාන්නම්කෝ black එකකින්. හරිනේ. ලියන්නම්කෝ එක පාඩකින්. input length and width. හරිනේ. හරි. Again I need the black arrow. So now I start the program. Okay, I have input the length of the rectangle. So this is the example. This is the length. This is the height, width. Right? Okay. This is, I am now what I am doing to do, I am find the area. Area equal length into width. This is the processing, right? And perimeter. What's length plus width multiply by 2. Okay. What is this? This is the processing. Processing should be under rectangles. Okay. Then again, display. Display means output. Display means yeah. Display නැත්තම් print කියලා දාන්නත් පුළුවන්. You can say print. Print what? You are going to print area, comma, perimeter. Again, you can stop. This is start now. You are going to stop. Right. Then make a තේරුණාද? Did you understand this?
Yes.
මේක තේරුම් නැත්තම් කියන්න. You should understand this. Display means it's output.
Yes.
Very good. Print. Print area and perimeter. Right. So this is now I will tell the symbol if you want. Then you can remember. This is the start symbol. This is the input symbol. This is the processing symbol. Or actions. You are taking some actions. And this is the output symbol. And this is the stop symbol. You are going to stop the program. Everybody understand? Everybody understand? Raise who are the understandable person? Who was that? Raise it. Okay, Cindy, understand? Okay, everybody understand. Very good. Okay, have you do this? Have you do this with me? Are you clear this now? Talk.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you have done with me
Yes.
in your sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, now you know what is the pseudocode, what is the flowchart and what are the icons, and you know the symbols, you can identify the symbol, you know the process, you know the input, you know the output symbol, you know the start symbol, you know the stop symbol, right? You know the process symbol. Great. Okay, we will move to this as well, selection. So selection implies, yeah, see, very good example, your book say, yeah, come in. This is, you can either go here, either go like this. We say here Colombo, here Candy, something like that. If you want to go Colombo, you have to turn left. If you go to Candy, you have to turn right. Either selection. You can't go both because you are only human, no? You are not a ghost, right? Even ghost can't go. Ghost also can go only one direction, right? So here this is either this or that, right? Right. So we just read this. Here it is expected to make a decision. Oh, decision making. Now you are going to make a decision. So making the decision is simplify the diamond. The symbol is the diamond. The diamond symbol says you are going to make a decision. or you are going to make a selection, or you are going to choose. So that's the idea about the selection. Either that, this, that or this, right? True or false. Either true or false, something like that. Here it is expected to making decision on which step to follow depending on the condition given in the algorithm. So this decision based on condition, very simple, right? Decision going to be based on condition, right? Right. In a selection, the condition is checked first, and the flow direction is chosen based on whether the condition is true. Very important. So there's a condition check. It's like this. I will come up with example, and then we say A is a variable. We say A is a value somewhere. A is 10. B is, we say, 15. I have a condition if A greater than B. What is my condition? I want to check whether this A value, this is value of A 10. This is the value of B 15. What do you mean by A? This A means a kind of a alias. Alias means we say a name, or we can say in a programming language we can say a variable. So A is a variable, B also a variable. Variable means it's a kind of a name, imply that. අපි දැන් ගහක් දැක්කොත් ගස් තියනවානේ. What? We have a coconut tree, right? What are the trees you know? Tell me.
Mango tree.
Very good. You know mango tree. Yes. What are the other trees? Yes, you know comber tree. Yes. What are the other trees?
Coconut tree.
Yes, coconut tree. Yes.
Coconut tree.
Yes. See, those are the trees. You know specifically this is a coconut tree, this is a mango tree, or this is a, you know, whatever the tree. So that means you know that. The same meaning. So here also the A means we are putting a name for that. This is a name A. Actually A is a kind of a variable in the programming language. A variable means it's a kind of a name we are applying, right? Then Ronalia is a name. So we say, how do you speak to Ronalia? By name, Ronalia. So how do we speak to Cindy? We are saying Cindy. So how do we speak to Tarul? We say Tarul. So that's his name. So same thing, a variable is a kind to identify. Identifier. So when I say Tarul should know, okay, the sir is asking something from me, because Tarul identifier is, the identifier of Tarul is Tarul. Understand? Yes. So if I want to talk to Sindhi, so Sindhi's identifier is a Sindhi. So I am talking as, hi Sindhi, can you answer me? Then Sindhi should know, okay, the sir is asking something from me, something like that. So same thing here, the variable is a name, or we are putting a name for that. And again, not only that name, after we are putting the name, we are giving the value for that, right? I say like this. I say Sindhi is, we say what? Sindhi can play badminton, right? So it's a value. See, we say not, no, we say Sindhi is grade 7, right? So that is the value of one of the value of Sindhi, right? We say Ronalia. Ronalia is, we say Ronalia what? Ronalia is what? Ronalia has dog, right? It's a value, value, something like that, right? So that's how. So I just want to understand you, right? So the A and B, those are variables. So variable is a name to give some identifier. That's what, right? මොකද මේක හරියට තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක මම example අරන් කියන්න. එතකොට you can understand what I am talking about. එතකොට this is where දැන් මේක එහෙනම් අමාරු පාඩමක්. මේ අමාරු පාඩම මම මේ ලේසියෙන් උගන්වන්න try කරන්නේ. මොකද මේක ඇවිල්ලා වැදගත්. So when you go to the grade 8, if you don't know these points in grade 7, you will be in trouble. Right. Okay. Now we'll go to this. For example, let's consider an instance where the ceiling fan is operated. When the switch is on, the ceiling fan, අපි දන්නවා ceiling fan, everybody has ceiling fan in our home. Ceiling fan operate if there is power. If there is no power, ceiling fan does not operate. Yes. So ceiling fan need power. Current එක ඕනේ. Without the current, the ceiling fan doesn't work. That's the idea. Okay, now we will check how this selection goes here, right? Okay. Start. Program එක start කරා. මම කාමරයට ආවා. කාමරයට ඇවිල්ලා I switch on the fan. Which fan? I switch on the ceiling fan, right? මම fan එක දැම්මා. So what is the condition? Very first time it's check power available. Power available නම් fan එක කැරගෙනවා. Very simple. Power available නැත්තම් fan එක වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඔච්චරයිනේ. ඕක fan එක නෙවෙයි. දැන් අපි TV එක ගන්නකො. TV එකටත් උනා. Switch on the TV. TV එක on කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඔව්. මට ටක් ගාලා මේක TV එකට ලියන්න. TV එකට ලියන්න. දැන් fan එකට නෙමෙයි ලියලා තියෙන්නේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ ලියන්න TV එකට. ලියලා මට කියන්න. විනාඩි දෙකක් දෙන්න. Same symbol. මේ symbol තමයි use කරන්න ඕන. You can't use what these are the universal symbol. Universal symbol for flowchart. උදාහරණයක් ලියන්න TV එකට. TV එකට flowchart එකක් අඳින්න ටක් ගාලා. TV එක වැඩ කරනවද නැද්ද කියලා බලන්න. condition එක තමයි power නැත්තම් වැඩ නැහැ. power තියෙනවා නම් වැඩ.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Do we have to use the same symbols that used in this flowchart?
ඔව්නේ දැන් ඔයාලට වෙන symbol එකක් use කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියන්නකෝ.
Yeah.
වෙන you can't use other symbol no. These are see symbol මම කියන්නේ මොකද්ද symbol වෙනස් කරන්න බෑනේ. Symbol is a universal නේ. If you want to මෙතන පොඩි මේකේ පොඩි එක මෙතන inputs මුකුත් නැහැ. බලන්න inputs තියද කියලා.
No.
There is no input. දැන් මම fan එකට ගිහලා input කරන්නේ නැහනේ. මම කරන්නේ කෙලින්ම fan එකේ කරකවන. Switch on කියන්නේ you are doing some action. That's what is දැන් මේක rectangle වෙලා තියෙන එකයි. That's what this rectangle, okay? So දැන් මේකේ බලන්න there is no input and output. බලන්න output එක පල්ලෙහා තියෙනවද කියලා. ඒත් නැහනේ. output එකක් නැහැ. එතකොට මේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක ඇත්තටම මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? මේක තනිකර ෆන්ක්ෂනින් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකක්. මේක අපි ඔපරේට් කරන්නේ here it's like this. This is a process. අපි ෆෑන් අපි දැන් TV එකේ රිමෝට් එක ඔබනවා කියන්නේ ඒක process එකක්. රිමෝට් එක එබුවට පස්සේ තමයි අපි චෙක් කරන්නේ. අපි රිමෝට් එක ඔබලා බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා TV එක ඔන් වෙනවා නම් පවර් තියෙනවා නම් ඔන් වෙනවා. පවර් නැත්තම් ඔන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක ඉවර වෙද්දී ආයි මේ දෙකම එකතු වෙලා it should come like this. හරි මෙතෙන්ටම එන්න ඕන. හරිද?
Okay.
තව කවුද හරි?
Done, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, everybody done? Everybody raise your hand who has done. Raise your hand. Okay, all are done. Very good. So, Ronalia, can you tell me what you have wrote?
I wrote start,
Okay,
then switch on.
okay.
Then I wrote the diamond and say is power available. Then to the side I wrote a arrow and TV is not functioning and yes and TV is functioning and I wrote stop.
Did you merge that two arrows to the end or stop?
I use arrows.
This one, I mean this one. Have you done like this?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And have you put no and yes? You have to frankly say.
Yes, I wrote that.
Okay. Okay, Cindy, can you read it? What you wrote?
Start,
Okay.
arrow and switch on.
Okay.
And I read diamond and is power available.
Okay.
And arrow and fan TV is not functioning. And to down arrow, TV is functioning. And down arrow stop.
Or did you put these no and yes? Frankly say. Okay, great. How have you merged these this arrow to this?
Yes.
Okay, great. How about Tarul? Can you read Tarul?
Okay, sir. Start, down
Okay.
arrow, switch
Okay.
on the TV, down arrow, diamond is power available, side arrow, no, TV is not working, down arrow, yes, TV is working, then down arrow, stop.
Okay, great. Right. Okay, I think today 8:30. I think we have done. I think 1.5 hour. Right? Doesn't matter because see now actually every class 1.5 hour it goes because we have to finish this class because we have a lot of things to do. Right? You can see. Right? There are a lot of things we have to do. Right? So that's what. So today we will end up this. Today we will wind up the class. So tomorrow, same time, we'll have a class. Like sometime it could be 6:30 or it could be 7. Right? I will let you know before that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Have a
Okay,
good
sir.
day.
Thank
Okay.
you,
Good
sir.
night.
Bye,
Bye.
sir.
Bye. Take care.
God bless.
Okay. God bless you. Thanks.